Alright, Capcom, all eyes are on you. You need to remake Resident Evil Code Veronica now. It is mandatory. It is required. Required. They need this shit. They need to do it. They need to do it. Now, I've read an article. Because, you know, they released Resident Evil 2 Remake last year, I think. And they just came out with the third one remake. And I read an article, they said the next remake game, or the next game to remake, will come out in 2022, so 2 years from now. And it will not be a Code Veronica remake. Nope! That is a big L on you. That is an F. That is a failure on you. Failure on you. Shame on them for even, if this is real, I don't know if it is real, but shame on them for even fucking considering that. That's stupid as fuck. And let me list reasons why. Firstly, why would they remake the first 3 Resident Evil games, but not the 4th one? Because Code Veronica is the real Resident Evil 4, okay? And you might say, no, it's not, because Resident Evil 4 is Resident Evil 4, stupid ass. You stupid as fuck. Well, here's the thing. Resident Evil 3 wasn't even Resident Evil 3 when it was being developed. It became that later in development. And Code Veronica has the co-star from the first game and the co-star from the second game. And it continues their stories. So yeah, I think it's pretty fair to consider this the real Resident Evil 4. And also, Wesker's back as one of the main villains. And he has a role in that game, the real 4th game, and the 5th game. So really, those games are the second trilogy. Code Veronica is the real Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 is the real Resident Evil 5. And the real 5 is actually 6. And Resident Evil 6, that doesn't exist. I don't care about that shit. That game is not that good. It's not terrible, but it's not that good. It's very, very mediocre. It's tragic. Alright, now to my next point. Code Veronica, even though, yeah, it's a main game in the series, it's not a spin-off, it needs to be remade. But it also just has the most potential for a remake. Because even though I do love this game, it's honestly probably my favorite in the series besides 4 or 5 in the Outbreak games. I would say that would probably be my top 4. And then after that, I'd have to think, I don't know. I think I've actually talked about that in another video, so fuck that. But yeah, please, this shit needs to be remade, because let me get back to it. It has the most remake potential. Like, the 2nd and 3rd game have great mechanics. Code Veronica has great mechanics too, but it has a lot of weird shit in it. Like a lot of weird little, just a lot of weird quirks that a lot of people don't fuck with, and this is the reason, and those things are the reason why Code Veronica is not as fondly remembered as the 2nd and 3rd game, especially the 2nd game, because people fucking love that shit, and I do too. But yeah, seriously, like there's a lot of things in particular that I could talk about, but if you haven't played the game, you wouldn't really understand. It's like the halfway point at the game. They could change that up a little bit. Because, man, when I got to the halfway point, when I was a little kid, I had to restart the whole fucking game, and if you've played the game, you know why. You know why. Even though it was my fault, but I was a stupid little kid, so whatever. So yeah, like, it's just a great game. If you've never played Code Veronica, you should, because it's a great survival horror game. Very scary, very tense, has great villains. The Ashford twins are fucking creepy as fuck, and I love them. So yeah, and Wesker's there, but honestly, spoiler alert, which you shouldn't care, by the way, because the game's like 21 years old. Spoiler alert, Wesker's kind of a bitch in the story. Like, he just kind of gets like, ugh, and then he just runs away. He's not really the main bad guy. He's just kind of there. So yeah, but yeah, they could expand on that too. Code Veronica needs to be remade, and if it doesn't get remade, I'm gonna be sad. It's gonna be an epic fail. Damn, I feel like 2010 again, saying that shit, epic fail. It will be an epic fail. Just like how Resident Evil 3 remake was an epic fail. It's fucking terrible. Actually, it's not. I haven't even played it. But I am seeing some people say it's fucking garbage, terrible. But it doesn't look like that at all to me. It looks fucking great, just like the 2nd game that was remade. They're fucking great. So yeah, anyway, that's the whole video. I'm running out of storage space, so boo-bye. Have a good day.